In this video, I'm going to teach you how you can sell $127 digital product every single day. Let's get straight to it. So how do you sell one simple digital product every single day? So first is picking a painful problem. So you want to pick something painful. Pick a painful problem. So what I did was I picked one of the big three niches. So you could do wealth, health, and relationships. And the reason why this is good is because as humans, we all want to get, a solution in all these three. Like we want better relationships, we want better health, and we want better wealth. So that's what I did. What I picked was I did wealth, but I didn't just do wealth though. I actually did a sub niche in wealth. So what I did was I talked about was credit. And the reason why I did this is because like I knew a lot of people needed help with their credit. Like that's like a big problem that people suffer with in America. So like this could be a good opportunity. So when you actually figure out what problem you want to solve, because that's how this is what it's all based on. It's just helping somebody solve a problem. So when you figure that out, what you want to do is you want to start posting content around that problem. So you want to post viral content around this problem. So this is how people are actually going to be able to notice you because social media is the driver to getting all their sales. So social media is the main driver. So what I did was I did something called the hamburger method, and you're probably like, "What's that?" I'm gonna explain to you what that is in a moment. Something that you probably never heard of. So the hamburger method consists of three things. So we got the hook, we got the body, and then we got the call to action. So I'm going to explain all of these. So the hook is what actually gets somebody to click on your video. So it's like when we're scrolling through Instagram or TikTok or whatever platform you're on, like people got short attention span. So they're only going to click on your video if like they have a reason to. So you need to make your hooks like punchy and catchy, like and straight to the point. So like for example, like what I did was I was like three banks that'll give you, hold on, let me write this out. Banks that give you 10K with 5. My fault about the handwriting, guys. Score. This is so sloppy, but you get the point though. So like my hook was three banks that'll give you 10K with a 500 credit score, and that caught people's attention because people like who were in that niche suffering, like they probably had bad credit, but they just didn't know like how they could get funding with bad credit. So that's the hook that caught people's attention. This is how actually I was able to get 1.4 million views on my video, this credit video. So like after I did that, after they saw the hook, now it was the body. Now this is important. So I said I did curiosity with my title, with my hook. It was like the three banks that give you 10K with a 500 credit score. So to these people, they're thinking like, all right, this is cool, and this is something that like I'm interested in. But what are these three banks? So that creates curiosity. So they see my hook and they click on the video. Now they're gonna watch the whole thing because they want to know the three banks. So, you keep it very brief in your video. So all I did was just list out the three banks. And I was just taking, a video of like the home pages of the banks, like nothing complicated. Now that after you have your body, you have your hook, your body, now you want to have your call to action. So my call to action was great. And it was like, comment biz to get into my free training. And the reason why this is so powerful is because like random strangers aren't gonna buy off you, but people who know a little bit more off you and like see your training, you actually help them. they're more likely to purchase off of you. So it's like I was getting these random people. I was posting reels on Instagram, and I was getting random people to look at my video, and then I was converting these people because they liked what I had to say, and then they went to my training. When they went to my training, I actually had an offer for them. So it's like, guys, we're getting all this traffic, right? You're not shoving down a sale down their throat. But remember how I said we want to find a painful problem? Trust me, if your offer is good and they have a problem that they want to solve, they will buy it. So $27 is actually a good range too, because it's not like an amount that like somebody has to talk to their spouse about spending it. We call this like impulse buying. So like people are more likely to impulse buy if it's like $27, 27 and $97. That's like the range. We call this low ticket. So this is low ticket, anywhere from $27 to $97. So it's perfect for people, who don't know you for too long. So you could sell a $27, guide, checklist, whatever, fairly relatively easy. So what I did was they were going into my training. These people, they love what I have to say. They love my videos. So I'm going to offer them something. I'm going to offer them something that they're struggling with. So what I did was like, I would be like, one time offer. So I would add scarcity. So they had a reason to want to actually buy it instead of just being like, oh, you could just get it. I would just be like, no, like this is 90, it's going to go up to $97 the next day. You got to add scarcity, and you should add like a timer too. So I tell a lot of people to use Gumroad, but if you want to like really get advanced and you want to like really get down to it and like start like adding psychological things with your sales, you should use things like ClickFunnels, because ClickFunnels allows you to design like a sales page. Like Gumroad is cool when you're starting off, and yeah, you could use it. But if you want to add like more of a twist to your digital products and like make things stand out with your offers and add upsells, then I recommend you use ClickFunnels hand down. But enough of that though. So like yeah, so they were looking at my products. They were looking at my I mean sorry, enough of that though. So they were looking at my training, and then after they were looking at my training, they had a chance to buy with me. But let's say these people didn't purchase off of me that one day. That's fine though, because I still got value. Because at the end of the day, these people might buy a month from now. A lot of the people who told me that they bought from me, a lot of like my sales, they told me they've actually been watching me for weeks. So a lot of your buyers might not be the first time they see you. It might be statistically, it says that somebody needs to see you like 9 to 20 times before they purchase off of you. So like even if they don't buy off you the first time, that's okay. So here's what I did, even if people didn't buy off me the first time. What I did was I had an email list. So I had an email list. So let's say they didn't buy this product. What I would do is I would send them 20 emails. So I would do like one a day, like one email a day that's valuable, like one valuable email a day. So you don't want to be spammy, but all your emails are just like consistent of like value. So whatever they're suffering a problem, whatever they're suffering with. So like I was doing credit, so like I was sending people emails of basically just how to increase their score and get funding. So like this is how you keep up on people, because it's like if you're depending on the algorithm, then it's like what if they don't see your post? But if you send them emails, you have a better chance for you to get noticed and them to be like in your mind whenever they want to solve that problem. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video though. I hope you guys got value. Um make sure to like, share, subscribe, and I'm out though. Peace.